Hi, my name is Serena.
And I'm Maddie. It is Friday, June 12th, and here's the Catskill News. This is our last Catskill News broadcast for the year.
What a year it has been.
I really enjoyed anchoring the news with you.
Me too. We make a good team.
As we mentioned last week, there are so many behind the scenes.
Thanks to everyone who made our Catskill News a success.
Happy summer.
See you in September.
Aaliyah Shook, a Catskill freshman, in response to the recent events, wrote down her words in a powerful poem. Her words hit a chord and drew the attention of our local news channel 10. They recorded Aaliyah's poem and made it available on their website and was featured on the recent news broadcast.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah Shook. I've just completed my freshman year at Catskill High School. It was really fear that inspired me to write this poem. I have a lot of white family members that are involved in law enforcement, and my twin brother and cousins are biracial, so they enter this world and they leave this house and they are forced to deal with the racial problems happening worldwide. I wanted to speak for my generation because I believe that it is my generation that will change and will do things differently, and that is the only way that this problem will really disappear or be solved. As you guys know, I had written a poem called One Voice, and it was posted and broadcasted by News Channel 10. I really hope that this results in opening the minds of so many people and opening the hearts to really understand that there is an existing problem. And if we keep repeating history as we do by trying to solve this problem, nothing will change. I really hope by approaching this issue from a poetic standpoint and by bringing art into this issue, it is further comprehended and understood by people worldwide, or as far as this video or any video that the news posted can go. I wanted to thank my community, my family, my friends for participating peacefully in these protests. It means more than you know to the Black community and to the African American brothers and sisters worldwide that we all share. Thank you.
We are so proud of you, Aaliyah, for sharing your words with us and for helping to continue to reflect on the events of today and our history.
This week, graduates and their families took part in the virtual graduation where family members hand their child their diploma. It was a special time for families to experience the joy of their child walking across the stage and turning their tassel.
Friday, June 26th at 2:00 p.m., staff members will be outside the elementary, middle, and high school to wave to the students driving by in our senior drive-thru. Students will also receive their diplomas at the drive-thru.
We have premieres highlighting our Catskill student successes that will be aired on Mid-Hudson Cable and our website. Friday, June 12th at 7 p.m., CMS graduation celebration 7 p.m.
Monday, June 15th at 7 p.m., 6th grade awards ceremony. Tuesday, June 16th at 6 p.m., CHS Junior Senior Awards. Thursday, June 18th at 7 p.m., CES Moving Up. And of course, our CHS commencement on Friday, June 26th at 6 p.m.
The Catskill Central School District will celebrate the commencement ceremony on Friday, June 26th at 6:00 p.m. The commencement ceremony will premiere on Mid-Hudson Cable Channel 11 and our Catskill District website. We encourage all members of our community to share in the celebration of the class of 2020. Catskill's commencement Friday, June 26th at 6:00 p.m. A celebration of success for our community.
There will also be a way parade to spread cheer to our students into the summer. After this long last quarantine quarter starting at 3 p.m. on Monday, June 15th. Come outside and cheer to the success of our students with a parade of cars.
As our society continues to ask the question of how we will make change to address the systematic injustices that we all have said enough is enough to, our students took the next step to have a conversation with our Congressman Antonio Delgado.
So, as we begin to reopen, obviously, from everything, what safety measures are you attempting to keep people safe from this pandemic?
Well, I think the big issue is going to be making sure that everybody has the ability to have protective equipment. So masks, for example, are so important. I think we have to get used to wearing masks in a very normalized way, which is hard, particularly in the summer months. But I think if we all could abide by that, even in situations where we are able to maintain 6 feet, I think it's just good to get in the habit, because there could be a time where a second wave emerges. And so it's important to do that. And so for me, it's about continuing to work in Congress to get funding. In the last Build the Heroes Act, we had $25 billion included for PPE, not just for hospitals, but for states to really be able to utilize the funds.
With some high schools posting their in-person graduation, what is your opinion about having an in-person graduating ceremony with all this going on right now?
Are you all seniors on this call?
No.
No.
I'm the only one. Yeah, I'm the only senior.
Well, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
I know it's a pretty tough time to have to celebrate an incredible milestone, but definitely don't lose sight of how important this moment is for you. It's really, really important, and super proud of you and all the hard work that got you here. So I hope you do celebrate it. I hope you don't let the fact that it feels different and looks different than you might expect change how excited you are, because it's a big, big deal. And I'm excited for you. Now, I've done a bunch of videos, as Hernandez, talked about earlier, and I'm trying to help with the virtual side of these things, give students, at least, some type of visual experience, virtual experience. And I think if schools really do all they can to invest in that process too, and really, put a lot into that, I think that can go a long way. It's not going to feel exactly like you would want per se, but I do think if there's a lot of effort put into that, it could, I think, be enjoyable, for seniors like yourself. So
our next question is what has been going on in the past week, and continuing into this week, we have Isaiah with that question.
All the problems going on with the killing of George Floyd and all the, racism, police, all that. Do you think with everything, all the protests that sparked in the past couple of weeks, how do you think that'll change in the future with any police laws? How do you think that'll change our society?
Well, I have to say a couple things. The fact that we have seen the outpouring of protests that we have seen, particularly given that it's multiracial and multicultural and cross-generational. I mean, it is pretty amazing to witness entirely white communities holding up signs that say Black Lives Matter. That is not what I've experienced when typically there are events which have happened time and time and time and time again over the course of my lifetime, where I have had to internalize that pain within the Black community, and it more or less stays within the Black community. And to see that it's now gone beyond that, and there's actual empathy that is happening beyond the Black and brown community to this extent in particular, gives me a lot of hope. It shows me that there was a lot of power in the fact that a lot of young people, their first understanding of presidency came through the prism of the first Black president. It gives me a sense that for a lot of young people, they've grown up with hip hop culture being the most popular art form in the world, which is Black culture. So I think that there's been a real paradigm shift for non-Black Americans to relate and understand and empathize with the pain of Black Americans. And that's a powerful, powerful step. It's not the only step that we have to take, but I think it is a critical step for change to be built upon. I've seen a lot over my lifetime. I've endured and processed a lot of pain as a Black man. And I have a lot of anguish sometimes in my heart when I think about my own children and what they might have to endure, as I'm sure your parents might as well, right? This is the cycle, and we're trying to break it. So here's the beauty of this situation. The civil unrest, the social movements happen for a couple of weeks, and then this week, Congress takes a big step. We introduced the Justice in Policing Act. This is a comprehensive bill that attempts to deal with policing in a way that we have not over the course of my lifetime. So 43 years on Earth, I've never seen this type of step taken by the government to help create more accountability and transparency with policing. So, but the fact that we introduced that bill this week, we already have over 200 co-sponsors on the bill, which is a big, big number, shows me that it's not just the will of the people and the importance of that movement that's happening. It's that we have now people in Congress who can act on it, who can actually take that energy and translate it into change. Because you don't want to have all of this energy happen and then nothing changes. And then that just doesn't work. People start losing faith in the system and what are we doing here? So it's important that we continue to do that work. And there's a lot more work to do, but I'm happy to be able to feed off of this energy and do the work. And I do have hope. It is what is the word I'm looking for? Cautious, right? I'm not holding on to it blindly, but I am hopeful.
This next step of taking action to make sure we continue to affect the change is Catskill leadership. Thank you, Congressman Delgado, for affording us a platform to ask questions.
Taylor Block and her family continue to demonstrate courage and strength in their Taylor Strong attitude. As we start our summer vacation, please know that you and your family are in our thoughts. Get well, stay well, Taylor.
Here's Bella with the final Catskill weather report for the year.
Hey Catskill, it's Bella Steely here. Happy Friday, happy last day of school, happy summertime. These past few months have flew by, but you know what? It looks like things are gonna start to go back to normal, hopefully. But we'll see. But you know what? I'm here for the weather, and that's what I'm gonna give you. So here's what the weekend weather looks like. Today there's a high 85 and a low 54. It's a good day to celebrate the summer. Tomorrow's a little cooler than today with a high of 73 and a low of 52. And lastly, on Sunday, there's a high of 75 and a low of 59. All right, guys, that was it. That was your weekend weather report, your first weekend of summer. Everybody have a good summer. Stay safe and healthy because we still don't know how things are going to go. And at this point, anything could happen. So I'll see you guys next year.
Thanks, Bella.
Here's Mr. Bragg's weekly update and words of wisdom.
Hello, Catskill communities. Mr. Bragg with your weekly update and words of wisdom. As you can see, I'm at the podium again. This is our final day of taping for our seniors. What a great display of being able to see our seniors. I'm so glad I got to see every one of you. And when we put this video together, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's going to give you the goosebumps and the emotions that you could never imagine. A couple announcements first. Senior Awards Night is June 16th at 6 o'clock p.m. and that'll be on our website. All that information will be provided to you. Make sure that you'll be getting a invitation if you're going to be receiving any type of awards. The senior drive-through will be on 2 o'clock, June 26th. It's going to start at the elementary school. We're going to have staff members waving, to you at elementary, middle, and high school. But to finalize that, we decided we're going to give you your diplomas here at the high school at the final graduation spot on graduation day. And we'll give you the diplomas, all your awards, any scholarships, and also we're going to give you copies of the pictures that we're taking for our seniors and their families. So you'll be getting a drive that's going to have all that in a box, and we're very excited about providing you with your pictures and some of the graduation. Graduation is very important as we're doing all this here. We'll be airing on Channel 11, the Mid-Hudson Channel 11, and on our website June 26th at 6 p.m. Please make sure you get the family together. This is a really special event, and we're very excited what we're doing here. And a big hats off to Ms. Storrs and Mr. Hernandez for what they've been helping me to get together. Most of all, I do want to wish all of you a safe and an enjoyable summer. Hopefully we can get out and travel again. And next year we're hoping that we can get back together. Plans are being made if we need to adjust our schooling for next year, but I want you to know that it's very important. We're not going to stop to educate your children, get them the best opportunities to be successful, career and college prepared. So with that said, I do want to give you the final words of the wisdom for this year, and today's focus is potential. As a young person, you may feel that you are powerless to do anything really grand or wonderful in the world. Well, think again. Did you know that the state flag of Alaska was designed by a student? That the first synthetic dye was made by an 18-year-old boy? That Superman was created by 2 teenagers? And guess what? You too are full of potential, regardless of your age or circumstances. Booker T. Washington once said, "Character, not circumstances, make the person." So today, remember this. Whatever your age or circumstance, if you believe in yourself, and if you act with character, you can achieve something grand and wonderful too. It's something to think about. It's Mr. Bragg. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Thank you, Catskill community. See you soon.
Thank you, Mr. Bragg. Hopefully we can make this a regular segment in the Catskill News.
If you like our regular Catskill news, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. We will continue to build our program, develop new content, and provide a valuable learning experience for our students. Let's go, Catskill! Why did the Lifesaver go to summer school?
Why?
It wanted to be a smarty. Thanks for watching this year.
Have a fun and safe summer, Catskill.
Cats can and cats will.